As many of you know, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the United States. This is the day that we reflect upon the journey that the United States of America took to desegregate. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. And for the most part, that dream did come true. We no longer have buses and drinking fountains and bathrooms and schools that are segregated. They were desegregated years ago. Praise God. Well, I also have a dream. I have a dream that one day, very soon, our black and white, red, yellow, and brown Adventist brothers will be able to sit down at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that our Adventist churches in the United States of America will one day be desegregated. There may have been a time when segregation seemed right because of all the ignorant racism and abuse that took place in the secular community and in the church. But we are far beyond those ignorant years. Yes, there still is some racism and ignorance in the world today. But we are far beyond those ignorant years. We are living in a time when anyone, red, yellow, black, or white, can work hard and achieve great things. Even the office of the President of the United States of America. We no longer need white conferences and black conferences, white churches and black churches, and white schools and black schools. To be honest, we were, and if we were, and are Christians, we never needed to be segregated in the first place. But it is what it is, as of now. But when it comes to segregation, the status quo or tradition does not need to remain the same. By joining together our voices, your voice, my voice, we can let our church leaders know that we are not content with remaining segregated any longer. The time has come for our church leaders to get to work on desegregating God's end-time church. If we are truly seeking after a revival of true godliness, we had better correct the segregation sin and ask God to forgive us. Now, I'll talk more about various solutions that we can take as a church when it comes to desegregating God's end-time church here in the United States. In the meantime, I want to invite you to let your Adventist voice be heard. You have a voice. We have elected leaders in office at conference levels and union levels and GC division levels. And you have a voice, and it can be heard. And so let us join our voices together by flooding the North American division with concerned letters. Now, I want to invite you to visit AdventistVoice.com and click on the North American Division link. There you'll have a Contact Us page that you can write a short but encouraging. Remember my last message. We must always be positive. A short and encouraging note to our church leaders, asking them to prayerfully make these changes as soon as possible. I don't know about you, but I think it is time for us to unite together like never before. The devil is going about like a roaring lion, trying to divide us and destroy us. And we must unite as brothers and sisters in the faith. Let us hold our spiritual leaders accountable. They speak for us. They stand for us. They work for us. And let us hold them accountable to the wonderful truths that God has blessed us with. Now, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This is the day that we reflect upon all those great leaders and men and women who rised up to let their voice be heard when it came to racism and segregation years ago. But who knows? Maybe this time next year, we can hold a unity rally on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome to have thousands of Adventists come together on or near the Martin Luther King Jr. Day for uplifting words and prayer? If you're interested in creating an Adventist association for the desegregation of our church, I invite you to contact me so we can talk and we can pray and we could, figure out where the Lord wants us to take this. Let us continue to uplift our prayers to heaven, asking God for wisdom, strength, and love. Let's also ask God to direct our church leaders in the direction that His church, God's church, should go in these last days. Until next time, may the good Lord bless and keep you safe in His arms of love.